Hey guys, Jake here from WakeandJake. Hope you guys all had a good 4th of July. Today we are going to review Season 2 of Apex Legends. I didn't do a review on Season 1. I thought it was a little lackluster, so I was kind of disappointed with it. But Season 2 here, Respawn looks like they pulled out all the stops. And we're going to take a look at it. Alright, let's get started. Apex Legends came out the gates hot and was dubbed the Fortnite killer. Well, this wasn't the case, nor did it need to be. Apex Legends had its own goals to accomplish and hit the nail right on the head if you ask me. It had its quiet launch and has a pretty loyal following as well. With a lackluster Season 1 out of the way, Respawn is stepping up their game with Season 2. Now, I know this is coming out a few days after launch of Season 2, and that is what it is. I wanted time to investigate all the new patches and features that Apex is bringing to the Season 2, and without a doubt, Respawn is not disappointing. This is a game that only about 120 people-ish work on, so let that sink in a little bit. And I hate to say this, I hate comparisons like this, but Fortnite has hundreds more devs working on it at any given time. So for such a small development team, even before Season 2 and not expecting such a huge positive response, they have done an amazing job. Now, is that to say that they don't deserve some of the criticism they got? Well, no, but they have put in the work for Season 2 and it does show. Let's start off with the Battle Pass. Although I hate microtransactions. I get why they are in free-to-play games, especially BRs, and in the case of the Battle Pass for Apex Legends, the one it brings to the table, it's fairly cheap. It's $10. You get access to 3 skins for Gibraltar, Bangalore, Pathfinder, and access to paid level content as well. There's some free stuff, but it's kind of lackluster in there, of course. And for $25, you can skip the first 25 levels, but that kind of feels like paying not to play to me. But hey, maybe that's just me. Now, if you decide you want to have access to the paid content, you will get music, load screen art, emojis to use when you drop, skins for your weapons, and skins for your character, along with badges and stat trackers as well. There are 2 legendary skins as well. At level 25 you get one for Caustic, at 75 you get one for Octane. They are pretty sweet. And finishing the levels, so getting all the way up to 110, you will get a weapon variant, or weapon skin I should say, for the R301, and then a weapon variant for the same skin as well at 110, just like the first Battle Pass. They also changed how you level up the Battle Pass, so now you have to complete daily and weekly challenges, some awarding you whole Battle Pass levels and some just giving you experience. You can also earn experience just by playing, but that increases now for every Battle Pass level that you have. So you start out with 29,000 and it increases for the next one for up to a week, and then it resets back down to 2,900 at the end of the week. I really like this system. I think they did a good job really fleshing out the Battle Pass. I definitely think there is more work to do, but it's a huge improvement from Season 1. Next, let's get into Kings Canyon and weapon changes. Now, I'm not going to discuss all the buffs and nerfs of each weapon, but I do want to brush on some of them here. Alright, so Kings Canyon, it has changed for the better. The Leviathans are here and they are destroying the map. New buildings are popping up around and things will never be the same. Alright, I love that Respawn added the airdrops in at the beginning of the games instead of just the hot drops. It kind of makes for more variety and choices of places to land that are hot zones, and you get to fly around these giant Leviathans as you find a spot to land. It's a sight to see. The storm also causes more damage per tick as well, which is needed so people can't storm camp, along with Lifeline's health drone being destroyed after 2 ticks of the storm. Bridges is one of the places that one of the Leviathans has chosen to stop, and it will sometimes rear up and give a little groan. By little I mean massive. and when it comes back down, it can kill you if you're under its massive foot. I often find myself battling around the Leviathans, and they're so massive. I forget they're not just a massive stone pillar, but they're actually a creature. Now, the new weapons. The new hop-ups, hammer point, and disruptor have been added. The hammer point does additional damage to unshielded enemies and is for the Mozambique and the P2020, while the disruptor is for the RE45 and the alternative and does additional damage to shielded enemies. It finally feels like these guns are useful for more than the first 2 minutes of a game, and even then they weren't even that useful. The hit registration is much improved, making non-automatic weapons feel even more accurate and useful. Along with energy magazines, which were needed as well, they also added a new legendary weapon, the L-Star, a fully automatic energy heavy machine gun that does additional damage to shields. This gun can be a useful tool in the right hands and is a blast to use. They also mixed up the spawning of the fully kitted weapons, which was a nice little change that I definitely appreciated as well. Finally, let's talk about ranked mode, because this had me a little worried at first. There are 6 ranks and then levels of ranks inside each of those. The ranks are as follows: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and apex predator. It seemed like it was more based on time to rank up versus skill based, and what I mean by that is at first it seemed like you could just go in a game, if you didn't get a kill you weren't penalized, and you would just need to ride it out till you got a few kills, and so on and so forth. But obviously I was wrong. Respawn obviously wouldn't do that. So what I found out is it costs points to play the next round after you get out of Bronze League. So for example, if your next round costs you 1 point and you only have 1 point to pay, you will pay and then have no points headed into that game. So you will have to earn that point and more points back. You can fall levels inside the rank, so go from silver 3 back to silver 4, but you cannot fall from silver back to bronze, for example. This makes things feel a lot more skill based in my opinion, and you find out where you land in the pecking order pretty quick. I do like this system. I do wish that they didn't make it so much about what place you placed in the match. Obviously that should be a big part of it, but you don't get points for revives or respawns of your team. You do only get 1 point per kill, so you can just hide most of the match and still level up quite quickly, because I think it's 12 points for number 1. And that is that. I'm so excited for the new wave of people checking out Apex Legends, because Respawn has put in the work and they do deserve the recognition for it. Also, since EA is finally admitting it's not the good guy in gaming, maybe we'll see more of the game style Respawn is known for and not just a cash grab. I hope that for all their developing teams actually. Thanks for watching. If you would hit that like button, it really does help us out. Make sure to comment, sub, hit that notification bell. You guys have a good one. Peace.